Hey there, if you have ever found yourself hesitating, unsure of what to say, or even felt nervous when approaching women, trust me, you are not alone. This is something most of us guys have experienced. But here is the thing, it doesn't have to be that way forever. Today, I am going to break it down step by step, so by the end of this video, you will feel way more confident when it comes to approaching women. But here is the real kicker: you don't need to fake confidence or become someone you are not. You already have everything it takes to make an amazing first impression. Stay with me because I will not only show you how to approach women with confidence, but we will also go over the common mistakes most guys make so you can avoid them. Let us get started. First, let's talk about why confidence matters in the first place. When you are confident, you project self-assurance. Women are naturally drawn to men who are comfortable in their own skin. But here is a secret a lot of people do not talk about: confidence is not just about walking up to someone with your chest out and talking smoothly. Confidence comes from within, and it is a skill you can develop just like any other. So how do you build the kind of confidence? Well, here is where most people get it wrong. They think confidence comes before action. But the truth is, confidence comes after action. You become more confident by doing the very thing you are afraid of. That is right, you are going to feel uncomfortable at first, but the more you practice, the easier it gets. Think of it like going to the gym. The first time you lift weights, it feels awkward and heavy, but with repetition, your muscles adapt and grow stronger. Confidence works the same way. The more you practice approaching women, the more confident you will naturally become. Now, here is something to keep in mind: confidence is not about being arrogant. There is a big difference between having healthy self-esteem and coming across as overly cocky. Arrogance often stems from insecurity, while real confidence is more about being comfortable with who you are. Women can sense the difference, and they are much more attracted to a guy who is genuine and at ease rather than someone who is trying too hard. You might be wondering, what exactly should you do before you even approach a woman? Here is an often overlooked but important step: take a deep breath. Seriously. Breathing helps you calm your nerves and gives you a moment to collect yourself. When you are nervous, you tend to take shallow breaths, which makes you feel even more anxious. But when you consciously take a deep breath, you slow your heart rate and regain control of your emotions. This simple trick can work wonders. Let us address the first big question. What do you say when you walk up to her? Most guys freeze up because they think they need to have the perfect line. But here is the truth: there is no such thing as a perfect line. What really matters is the way you say it. You could walk up and say, "Hi, how is your day going?" And if you say it with confidence, it will work way better than any cheesy pickup line. The key is to keep it simple and genuine. Women appreciate authenticity. Instead of trying to impress her with something fancy, just be yourself. Let us break it down into a simple approach. When you see a woman you would like to talk to, start by making eye contact. This shows you are interested. If she holds eye contact, that is a good sign. Smile, and then approach. Keep your body language open and relaxed. Once you are close enough, greet her with a confident hi. It doesn't have to be complicated. Now, here is something most guys don't realize: women can pick up on your vibe before you even say a word. If you're feeling nervous, it will show in your body language, your tone, and even the way you walk. This is why mindset is so important. Instead of thinking, "I hope she likes me," flip the script in your mind to, "I am going to have a great conversation." This small shift in thinking makes a massive difference in how you come across. One great way to boost your mindset before an approach is to remind yourself of your strengths. Focus on what you bring to the table, whether it is your sense of humor, your passion for something you care about, or your ability to hold a good conversation. When you enter a situation with positive thoughts, It is reflected in your demeanor, and women can feel that energy. Alright, before I move on to the next point, take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. I have got tons of valuable content coming up that will help you level up your social skills, and I don't want you to miss it. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and now, let us dive back in. Now, after you have started the conversation, what comes next? This is where most guys trip up. They overthink it and try to control the conversation too much. But here is the thing: conversation should flow naturally. You don't need to force it. The goal is to make her feel comfortable, and that happens when you are comfortable yourself. Start by asking open-ended questions. These are questions that cannot be answered with just yes or no. For example, instead of asking, "Do you like this place?" you could say, "What is your favorite thing about this place?" It opens the door for her to share more, which keeps the conversation going. Here is a bonus tip: ask questions that make her think or smile. If she is enjoying the conversation, she will naturally want to keep it going. For example, you could ask something like, "What is the most interesting thing that happened to you this week?" Or, "If you could travel anywhere right now, where would you go?" These types of questions allow for more engaging responses and help steer the conversation toward a positive vibe. And don't worry if there is a pause in the conversation. A lot of guys panic when there is a moment of silence. But here is the secret: silence can be a good thing. It gives both of you a chance to relax and think. You don't have to fill every second with words. Sometimes, just smiling or maintaining eye contact during those silent moments can create a deeper connection. Another tip here is to listen more than you talk. You don't have to impress her by dominating the conversation. In fact, people love to feel heard and understood. If you listen attentively and respond thoughtfully, she will feel more connected to you. It shows that you are genuinely interested in her, not just trying to show off. Now, a huge part of approaching women with confidence is not being attached to the outcome. This means you are not going in with the mindset of, "I need her to like me," or "I need to get her number." Instead, focus on enjoying the interaction for what it is: a conversation. When you let go of the pressure to make something happen, you will find that women respond to you more naturally because you are not giving off that needy vibe. Here is a little experiment for you to try next time. Approach a woman with the sole intention of having a fun conversation. That is it. No pressure, no expectation. You will be surprised at how much more relaxed and enjoyable the interaction becomes. In fact, some of the best connections happen when you are not trying to make something happen. Alright, here is a quick reminder: if you are getting value out of this video so far, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps the channel and shows me that you are enjoying this content. And hey, if you have got any questions or personal experiences on approaching women, drop them in the comments. I read every single one. Let us keep going. Now, what if she is not interested? This is something that scares a lot of guys. But rejection is not the end of the world, and here is why. It is not personal. When a woman turns you down, it is usually not about you. She could be having a bad day, or maybe she is just not looking to meet someone at that moment. The key is to not take it personally and to move on gracefully. Here is a pro tip: thank her. If a woman says she is not interested or gives you a polite rejection, just say something like, "No problem. I hope you have a great day." It is respectful, it shows maturity, and it leaves a positive impression. Who knows, she might change her mind down the road. The key is to remain confident and not let rejection shake you. It happens to everyone, and it is just part of the process. And let me emphasize this point because it is important: do not take rejection personally. If a woman says no, it is not a reflection of your worth. It just means she is not interested in that moment. The more you approach, the more you will see this pattern, and it becomes easier to brush it off. Confidence, remember, is built on action, not on perfection. Let us take a minute to talk about body language. Body language can make or break your approach, even more so than your words. Good posture, making eye contact, and smiling naturally are all key components of positive body language. Avoid slouching, looking down at your feet, or crossing your arms. Instead, stand tall, be relaxed, and make sure your movements are open and welcoming. Another crucial tip: give her space. When you approach, be mindful of her personal bubble. Invading her space too quickly can make her feel uncomfortable. A good rule of thumb is to stand at a comfortable distance, giving her room to feel at ease. If she leans in or steps closer, then you can gradually move in a bit too. Finally, I want to leave you with this. Confidence is not about being perfect. It is about being comfortable with who you are and taking action even when you are nervous. Every time you approach a woman, regardless of how it turns out, you are taking a step forward, and that is something to be proud of. Now, let us end on a strong note. If you have enjoyed this video and feel like you have gained something valuable from it, consider subscribing to the channel. Not only will you get more videos like this, but it also lets me know that I am helping you out. So go ahead, subscribe, and if you have got any suggestions for future videos, let me know in the comments. Remember, the more you practice, the easier this becomes. And who knows, the next time you approach a woman, it could be the start of something amazing. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.